الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ومولانا محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعه بإحسانه إلى يوم يبعثون أما بعد. We thank Almighty Allah who has made it possible for us to be here. We are seated. One of the recommendations of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam is what we are intending to fulfill. He said, whoever witnesses this month, so to speak, and he should be reciting glorious Quran. Besides, he has to look for a place where Tafseer, expansion of the glorious Quran is being done. Thank God, that is why we are here today. We are discussing Yahud, which is the Jews and the Christians. That is where we are. But having been done with that, we now come over to the Father of all nations. And only the Father of all nations, Ibrahim, which the Christian calls Abraham, alayhi salatu wasalam. He told Almighty Allah, gave him certain assignments. And that assignments were given to him, and inshallah, he came true. He didn't manage to pass. He didn't do, let my people go. He had what is called distinction. That is what he had. When I had a distinction, when I followed, immediately, Almighty Allah now told him that, now I have made you to be an imam. You are not the imam. You are going to be the imam of the entire world. Entire. He was happy. One, he was very happy. He said, Almighty Allah, my children are inclusive. My children, they are inclusive. Whether I'm alive or not alive, they are there. They will be after me. They will still be having the prophets. They will still be having the books. Almighty Allah said, La yanalu that will not get to all them, those who are wrongdoers, those who are corrupting the land, the world, the oppressors, the aggressors, the who knows. That is what Almighty Allah said. We are, having said so, a lot have been said by scholars. They have spoken about every one of them is coming. They have a lot of different opinion towards certain examination that was conducted on Abraham, and the past. Some of them, the first person to have spoken here is Ibn Abbas. Radiallahu alayhi. He was the first person. He said, the first things Almighty Allah tested Ibrahim was around with were the rites or rituals of Mecca. Rituals, those who went to Mecca, how they moved from Safa or the Marwa, or how the Roman Jimaro, they went to be throwing stones at the Shaitan. They moved from Jabal Arafah. They move all those rites, come to Maqam Ibrahim. All those ones, those were, some said, those were the tests that were conducted on him, and he passed. Other people again quoted Ibn Abbas radiyallahu alayhuma. He said, وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ. Almighty Allah tested him with words, commandment. We gave him commandment. He said, Ibn Abbas was saying, Abu Tallah be Taharatul Khamsi. He was being tested with 5 things to work, to purify himself. You need to purify, clean yourself. Those are the things. 5. He said, Khamsu, 5. Firas, this is your head. Here you are looking. 5 things must be well and goodly taken care of. They must be clean. Wahamsu fi jasadi. 5 is on your body. He said, number 1 of your head, firasi kasun sharubi. He said, your mustache, endeavor to reduce your mustache. Do not allow your mustache to be outrageous, be so plenty that to an extent when you are eating the soup, or things will be hanging on them. No, he said no. When you mouth you must wash your mouth with water. Rinse your mouth. Rinsing of your mouth has to be done. You must what? Inhale water. You must exhale water. Put your water into your nose and equally bring out water. What's your cup? You must use brush, not only brush, you must use your shoe stick to be able to brush your mouth. That is what has transformed now conventionally to what we have, a brush. That is why we have brush. But still, people still said that shoe stick is even better than that brush. Is divided inside. He used to divide it as if you were using water to pass. Those were from the head. Those are the things he did. When he did them, Almighty Allah accredited him. On his body, the body, number 1 he said about his body, he said, ensure you are cleaning your fingers. Ensure that your fingers are being cleaned all the time. Clean your fingers. Don't look very dirty, your fingers. Then your pubic. Many of us may not understand the pubic. Under your private part, on the head there, clear them. We don't want you to carry them. Clear your private part, clear all the hair. It's not time for you to be parading hair of your private part. So endeavor to clear them. You need to clear them, and you will clear them. So, Almighty, he further said again that having said so, that you are going to clean that one, you must be circumcised. When a child, he must be circumcised. The first person to have been circumcised is Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Again, not fully able, your armpits, the hair there, don't leave there. It's not guy for you to leave there. They are there, so rubbish in nature. Clean it there. Clean or reduce your mustache. Reduce all of them. That is what he's saying. That having said so, he further said again, that you must watch your anus when you go to toilet. Those are the things he was tested with. When he goes to toilet, or when he went to toilet, he uses the water, and when he's urinating, he uses water to wash his anus, and equally wash the zakar, the penis, he washes it. We further said again, not that one. Someone here was quoting, Ibn Abi Hatim was not quoting Aisha radiyallahu anha. Every one of you should clean up, dress very well, Almighty Allah said you should be dressing, should be cleaning off yourself. The first person that conducted tests is this one. Even sometimes when you go to hospital, they want to operate on you, they will tell you to clean your hair in your private part. That even if you have hair in your armpit, you see that your cloth will always dirty. But when you clear there, everything is okay. Clean your fingers. Whoever sees and look at your fingers, the man fine. Oh, it's just that he doesn't have money. Yes. Come out good. Do not be looking what very, very rubbish in nature. Aisha said further, as quoted, even Abu Talib, Hatim was quoting Aisha. He said again, call it. She said, Qala Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam Ashara min al-fitrati. He said, 10 things are what? Very clear instinct, very clear, and nature constitution. You must do them. As we call nature constitution. You must follow them strictly. They are not different from what we have said. He said, number one of it, Kasu Sharab, mustache must be reduced. Reduce your mustache. Make sure your beards leave them to grow. Don't shave them. Was it working? You must brush your mouth. You must do that. You must inhale water. You must exhale water from your nostril, so that you do that. He was doing that. All the time he was reducing his fingernails. He did that. He was all those in fiqh, jurisprudence, they call it tahalil, all those in between. He cleans them, very clean. You have to clean them. He was doing that. That was assignment. Almighty Allah given to him first. When I talk with the hereditary, armpit must be cleared. He said it. Aisha equally confirmed it. What I call him as a fari, he was clearing his fingernails. He was reducing them. He said further, Wanataful ibitin, and again he was reducing. What was he reducing? Private parts, the hair there, he was clearing them off. When he is using water, using small water to wash himself, he was using small water. Not that he's going to use the water in the house, finished it. Aisha said, when I see it to Ashara, I've forgotten the 10th one. I cannot remember. I cannot remember what he said. So, Ila Antakuna Madumada, eventually he said, no, I remember now. It is a what? Rinsing of your mouth. You have to rinse your mouth, clean your mouth. Somebody called Wakil now said, Intikas with the Mahi. What we meant by, what is meant by little water? What is it? Yani isi jaa. If you want to go to toilet, don't use drum of water to wash yourself. Use small fish. This one is from Buhari and Muslim. And Abi Hurairah said, and Nabi sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, he said, Qala, what did he say? When he said, and what did he not say? He said, Alifitiratu khamusu, the nature, instinct, the nature of constitution of a man is divided into what? Into 5. Alihitano, circumcision. We know what is called circumcision. I heard a woman do circumcision. That one is there. You must clear hair in your private part. Wakasu sharibi. You must clear your mustache down, reduce them very well. If possible, do that so that your beard will come out well if you are keeping beard. But if mustache is out, your beard is out, the fitting has gone. But if one goes down for one to be encelé, you see the beauty will come out. So that is what they are saying. That is how Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam was tested, and when they say he's a fine man, he passed. There are times we will go to interview, they will look at it, this one is very dirty, look at his shoe, he doesn't have a good shoe, no good shirt. Let us free him. No interview today, go home. They will free the person, they will go and conduct interview behind the scene for the person. May Almighty Allah help us. May Almighty Allah help us. He said again, wonderful the Ibitri means armpit. Ensure that your armpit is always neat. It's not as if you are doing that. It's recommended when you are doing all those things. Angels are coming closer to you. When you are dirty, they are moving away. May Almighty Allah not let us dirty. Put on the tree, you'll be sent to perform it. Don't begin to go where you pass, people will say, who is this person? Come out good all the time. Knit yourself. It's not exaggeration. It's not over pomposity that somebody when I say I want to go good, I want to do this, do that. No, it's because it is recommended. And Ibrahim, some of the words commandment of Almighty Allah, which he obeyed, that qualified him to be the father of nations. That is what we are talking. May Almighty Allah help us. This one is from a Muslim. Then another trait of Sirah Ibn Abbas equally good talk about. You see, some of them they are talking the same thing, but one will add one, the other one will remove one. Those are things they are talking. Then because Ibn Abbas, he said, Asharu, those things that he was tested with, they are what? They are 10. Sintatu feel insani on a human being, on a mankind, that 10 is on them, 6 is on them. Then those who went to Mecca, they will see that they are the rituals, the rise of Mecca. When you go to Mecca, you must do that. Then he said, for Amalati feeling insan, the one that is on a human being, he said, number one of it, the number one, halako anati, private part, the hair clear. They didn't say go and cut off your dick. Clear that place, let it be neat, no single hair. That is what they are saying. It's equally applied to men, women, not only men. They should clean. They should clear their armpit, no single hair. Go and clean it. The circumcision must be undergo. Wakana ibn Ubayr, the son of Ubayr, so Yakulu Ahulai Salasatu Wahidatu. Those three things we mentioned now, if they can be summed, they can be summed to be one item. That is what he's saying. He said so. Watakalimul Azafari, finger reduce the Wakasu Sharibi, mustache reduce the Wagasalu Yomin Jumwa. You must ensure that every Friday before you go to mosque, you must beat. Those are things that he was. You see that this one has introduced beats. He has brought beats that you must ensure that every Friday you must take shower. You must take shower before you go to mosque. Do not just run to mosque. Then you say, because I want to go to mosque. No, ensure that you clean yourself. 4, that is in the rituals of Almighty Allah. 4, Atawafu, those who went to Mecca, they must do tawaf. That tawaf, he was tested with it. Tawaf, he was there, he did tawaf. One of it is that one. Wasayu Bena Swafa Walimawa. If moving from Swafa or Marawa to Swafa, they move like 7 times. That is, who get there? When Hajar, when she was looking for water for Ismail, then there was no water. He runs to Swafa, he couldn't find anybody. She ran to Marwa, nobody. He did that for 7 consecutive times. That is why when you go to Mecca, you must do that. He said, they will one, they call it pebble in English, but in our local other understanding we call it what? Stones. You go and throw stones on the devil. Well, if then they will gather. When they gather, everybody will gather, so on and so forth. Isn't that, look at what we might see them very cheap, but they are not cheap. Just look at how Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam was tested. When he tested, the one now followed. Almighty Allah now made him. The father said, a lot of the scholars, they were saying, even some of them said, if you go to Surah Tawbah, which is chapter 9, 112, where Almighty Allah talk about Atahibuna lehabiduna, those who were what? Who Atahibuna, the repentance, those who are repenting. Almighty Allah talk about them, those who are repenting. Almighty Allah talk about them. He was one of them. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam was always asking for what? For forgiveness. What Aliyabiduna, that category is what he is. Those are the servants who worship Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah, those who are saying Alhamdulillah for any small thing that has happened to them. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam is among them, is in that category. As those who are fasting, he was in that category. Those who bow, he was among those, and Almighty Allah on that. Asajiduna, those who prostrate, put your eyes on the ground. He was there, that category of enjoyment, good deeds with people. He was equally in that category, trying to deprive people from doing bad. Those who are maintaining, those who guide the limit Almighty Allah set. That he was. Almighty Allah said, give them glad tidings. That is what Almighty Allah said. Almighty Allah for that told us that. When we talk to Surah to the Mu'min, again, about 10 ayahs there, when you read them, you find out that Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, he was there. He said, number 1, those who are the mu'min, the believers, they are what? Succeeded. They are succeeded. If you want to know them further, those are the people that in their prayer when they are praying, they are humble. They humble themselves. Not when they are praying, they are preaching people. Not when they are praying, they move from one side to another. What they do is focus. They focus, they have their intention that we don't worship Almighty Allah. We don't want to do any other thing. We came to worship Almighty Allah. All vain tongues, you know what we call vain tongues? Tongues that are not necessary. They are not necessary. He removed his face from there, it doesn't contribute. Who are what? Who are engrossed in doing zakah? They do zakah. Those people, Ibrahim, what they are telling you is that Ibrahim is among those category of people, and because of this he did Almighty Allah excellent, give him distinction. Those are the people who was among them who were chaste, who kept their private parts. They were not moving from one place to another. They kept their private part to one place. Ila ala azwajihi, just for their work or their wives. They were dealing with their wives, not how man or what their right hand possessed. Right now, they are not to be blamed. They don't have cause to blame them. Zalika, whoever has sinned beside those things we are saying, that we are said, the person goes contrarily or he backslide. Zalika, so those are the people that are transgressors. They transgress, they cross limit. والذين هم على أماناته وعهده راعون. Those are the people they trust. They don't do with trust. They trust the promises. They are observant. They watch them. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, he said, Ayatul Munafiq Thalatha. The way you know hypocrites, there are three things you know. Is Hadasa Kalbama. Whatever he is speaking, he tells lies. Whenever you have given something to him to keep, he will what? No, whatever he has made promise, he will disappoint his promise. You give him something to keep, he will deceive, he will not return it. That is what they are saying. You have those category of people which are unfair. They are the people that, what do? They guide their prayers. They pray them, they guide them. Those are the editors, those that will inherit. Where are they going to inherit? They will be in the paradise, and that is where they are going to be. Even the highest paradise, they will be there. They will be there for what? For eternity. Nobody knows when they will leave there. They will return again, yes. We don't want to stop here now because we will come for another episode of ours. We won't be able to talk much about Ibrahim. I don't know whether this topic may not be what we will even end our tafsir with, because a lot of things are happening. A man that has never spoken lies, but I will tell you, he gave 3 excuses. But some people may call it lies, but it was not really lie, but it was an excuse. Inshallah, when we return, we shall dwell on it. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. صلوا على نبي الكريم. يا
We are going after restore transmission in a short while. Our